Hello and a very good evening I bid to everyone here, especially to our beloved Dr. Ramraini and to all my course mates. In this individual presentation, I, Nafisah Shaiful, will be presenting about this successful woman from the entrepreneur world, which is Janice Bryant Howroyd. So stay tuned and let's look into this presentation. So now let's start with the entrepreneur's background. Who is Janice Bryant Howroyd, if you may ask?
Born in September 1st, 1962 from North Carolina, US, she is not just an entrepreneur, but she is also an educator, ambassador, philanthropist, a businesswoman, an author, and a mentor. Graduated from North Carolina A&T State University, she is most well known to be the first African American woman to ever build and own a multi-billion-dollar company. She used to work as a temporary secretary for her brother-in-law's company, but now she is the founder and CEO of the One Group, the largest privately held woman and minority-owned workforce management company in the US. So here's a little bit about her company, the One Group. It is actually a global enterprise that provides employment, workforce management, and also procurement solutions to a wide range of industries, Fortune 500 organizations, local mid-market companies, and also government agencies. Now, on to the entrepreneurial mindset. In her journey of building a multi-billion-dollar company, she only started her business with a $900 loan that she borrowed from her mother, a fax machine, and also a phone. She actually had very little entrepreneurial experience back then, but she managed to grow her company with the lessons taught by her parents, especially from her mother, which she later then puts into her business practice. Making lots from nothing was one of her principles, which is taught by her mother, that leads her to become who she is today. As mentioned, she did build her business from scratch, and along the way, this principle grew to become her mindset that she is able to sustain her business and develop an ability to innovate, although there's only a few resources. I also very much admire her when she has this one particular mindset that in order to succeed, we have to keep up with technology. Her company then became the first online staffing agency when she launched Apple1.com in 1995. This resulted in rapid growth in revenue as there is a high demand for work in tech. As she said, if you're not a data-driven organization, you are not an organization. Moving forward, now let's look into the entrepreneurial motivation. One of her main motivation has always been about women empowerment. She has been a very passionate advocate in encouraging women and minorities to create digital enterprise. She even serves in NGO to eliminate gender gap in tech and create STEM opportunities for women. Growing up, she used to attend segregated schools and even dealt with racism. So now she is committed in helping women and minorities by funding scholarship, especially for black students and women studying in STEM field. She even founded All STEM Connections to provide employment within careers in STEM. Therefore, giving back has always been a part of her entrepreneurial motivation, as it gives her a deeper sense of purpose. So in this slide, the two main key takeaways are firstly about her problem-solving skills. So in her entrepreneurial journey, she has very humble beginnings, developing innovative problem-solving skills ever since at a young age. She continues to use such skills in growing her company, the Act One Group, and help in solving problems that happens within the staffing industry. Next is about the importance of education. I acknowledge that I acknowledge how important education is to Janice Bryant because she believes that education is freedom and information is power. She values education very much as education has helped her in defining herself and overcoming racial bias. So that is why Janice Bryant Howroyd hopes to lead young people in the path of exploration and leadership. Lastly, I would like to talk about the insightful points that I've learned from Janice Bryant Howroyd. So as I learn about her journey, I find that she is the type of person who sees and embraces every opportunity given to her. And from there, she opened the doors and create better opportunities for others, especially for her people. Here's another insightful points I've learned from Janice Bryant. She mentioned that word of mouth has been her best referral system during the initial growth of her business. I truly second this because I believe word of mouth strategy is what contributes most to the growth of a business. So there's a saying where she said, "You can have the best advertising, but unless someone else certifies what they are saying, you won't last long."
So that marks the end of my individual presentation. I would like to thank you all for watching and listening to this presentation. So if you have any questions regarding this entrepreneur, Janice Bryant Howroyd, I would be gladly to answer them. Thank you.